using a whole range of different theatrical methodologies in Jack Mags. I think that the kind of the key thing is actually it's identifying a kind of Australian theatrical genealogy that runs through the play. That's what's been really important to me, which is connecting the play back into an approach to live performance that I guess I identify with Anthill and with Neil Gladwin's Verona at Magpie and Neil Armfield's work in Adelaide in the 1990s. But then also connecting through some of the image-based work, sort of echoes, Chris Drummond's lovely work in When the Rain Stops Falling, and then on into the kind of raw theatricality of something like The Secret River. There's a kind of vaudevillian music hall-esque approach to almost a poor theatre style performance that I think Australian theatre does in a really unique way. And this might be a piece set in Victorian London, but finding its Australianness was very, very important. Generally, it's about panicking about how much time there is, because there's never enough. No, I think I said to the cast and the creative team on day one that the main priority for me is trying to create, in the rehearsal room, create a communal and connected space, with the idea being that as we progress through rehearsals and into the theatre, the aim is to kind of expand that space. So something that is communal and connected, that begins with the artists, then kind of, I guess, ripples out until it embraces the audience. Unsurprisingly, given that it's based on a Peter Carey book, there's a lot in there that is about truth and fiction, and the kind of the fictions that we tell ourselves about ourselves. I think the thing that we've found really interesting to unpack is the idea of how you can kind of hold space for two different truths in the same moment, and that somebody can be on the precipice of being their best self or their worst self at any given moment. And that's what we're really playing with all these characters. Every single character in the play has an opportunity to be redeemed. They all have moments of choice about which path they step down. So those key moments of choice about which version of ourselves we want to be, that's becoming quite an important thing. I hope the audience, and it's going to sound really old-fashioned of me, but I hope the audience can be swept up. I hope they can be swept up into a kind of a sort of roller coaster ride of storytelling. I hope they can they get a chance to embrace a kind of big theatricality that in the contemporary world of performance making, we're so often operating in kind of post-theatrical or hyper-naturalistic worlds that sometimes we forget that theatre is about big, beautiful make-believe. And I want the audience to be able to drop into that for 2 hours.